I'm Alex Martin and I ride for 1110 Mods, and today we're going to go over line choices on AlliSports.
It's hard to climb out of a familiar rut, to drop old habits. There's always a tendency to slip back. It takes effort at first. You have to train yourself. There may be times you think it will never work, but if you stick with it,
Racing lines are very important for many reasons. Line choices can determine basically 4 or 5 seconds a lap, and even more sometimes. It's all about carrying momentum and being smooth, and you kind of want to avoid potholes and the big bumps and stuff like that. Every track is different with their qualifying. Sometimes you have to look at the track conditions and how much water they put down. A lot of times in practice it's real deep and muddy, and so the outside of the track normally is the only place that gets good lines, just because it's so muddy in the middle. But it varies from track to track, but basically usually in practice there's one good line most of the time, just because everybody's trying to do that fast lap and they're all going after the fast lap time, so there's not much lines that develop. Over the course of the day, the lines change and they vary greatly. Every moto it's different. Normally you try and kind of stick to the same line throughout the day and hope that it stays good, but I always try and get feedback from people on the team and just people that help me out, or I try and watch the race on live TV and just see if I can see where the top guys are going and see what their lines are. But the tracks, the outdoor nationals, get really rough, so the lines are always changing. You just have to kind of be aware and conscious of how the line is developing, and if it gets real rough and bad and you feel like it's going to toss you or kick you and you're going to be on the ground, you definitely want to be able to change it up before that happens. When it comes to jump, line choices can be really important. Obviously every jump is different, and every jump on a track is different, and you're always wanting to change your lineup everywhere you go, and it just depends what lies next or what's in store after the jump. But you definitely want to try and keep your momentum up, either going outside or inside if it's a better line. But just as long as you're keeping your speed up and you're staying out of the rough stuff and avoiding kickers off the face of jumps, you definitely don't want to hit those. And if it's your only line option, then you definitely want to make sure you give it a little bit of gas right before you take off, so you're not going over the bars and ending your day early. To watch more videos on AlliSports, click right here. And we'll see you at the races. They're like, brah, 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 brah. Stay on the gas.